nasal congestion. Just saying.
Yeah, hay fever.
Yeah. Allergies.
I forgot to get my water, so I'll be back in a second.
As a father who had a kid who went through a lot of, like, nasal stuff, just saying, could you have swollen adenoids in there? You never know.
Oh, not the adenoids.
The adenoids will get you every time. Yes! Ike shouts. Did that sound like a question or a suggestion? Mom crosses her arms. Either you both go, or no one goes. Poof! There goes your dream of being the most popular kid in your class, at least while everyone competes to be the one to join you at the Pizzaplex. Fine, you sulk. You, Devin, are the unluckiest 12-year-old boy in the world because you just won 2 special VIP passes to Freddy Fazbear's Mega Pizzaplex for you and your little brother. You have to waste one of your precious VIP passes on your brother, but this is still going to be so much fun. You can just ignore the tag-along like you usually do when you have the time of your life. Even though you live near the Pizzaplex, you hardly ever get to go.
It's called being poor, babe.
Parents don't like the flashy lights and noise, and they say it's overpriced, and the animatronics are disconcerting, which means they don't like the glam rock band's music. It's been ages since you were there last, at a classmate's birthday party, but it seems like the place gets bigger every year, and they're always adding new rides.
That's because they're...
Lore.
That's because they have to
They can't
fucking...
have me read the books either, because I'd just be like, okay,
Shit, I have a funny joke, but I can't get the words out. Damn.
Right now, and let's talk about the lore implications of
They get bigger and bigger rides, and they upgrade more and more to distract from the fact that kids are dying.
But that it is currently evolving and growing, right? So it's still very active. As you explore the Pizzaplex, you'll face many choices that lead to various outcomes. Before you begin this adventure, make sure you have something to write on. I'm sure
Don't give me fucking homework book.
There will be many details to keep track of, and certain pages will provide special instructions. Ooh, that you'll want to remember. You may even need to do some simple math.
Oh, no.
The scariest thing of the FNAF book.
No.
The math. If they have us count toes and count fingers and buttons...
We're getting up and leaving.
I'm literally quitting in the middle of this episode.
That's it, you're gone from GTY.
Hi, Mother of Dragons.
And me on the couch forever. Simple math, sorry. For example, if you find an item that you want to hold on to, write it down for later. And when you use it, cross it out. No cheating. Ready, Freddy? Oh man, it's like a little mini Dungeons and Dragons quest. If you want to play on easy difficulty, add 2 Faz tokens to your inventory and tap touch here. If you
I'm watching a FNAF video by Matt Pat.
Your wits and tap touch here.
If you're yelling, it's because I have family.
Because I think it also increases our likelihood of dying quickly, which might get us an ending faster and more fun. So we're gonna go normal difficulty. Okay. As your mom drives up to the front of Freddy Fazbear's Mega Pizzaplex, you press your face against the car window to see the giant sign over the entrance. It takes your breath away. Even in broad daylight, the neon letters and lightning bolts framing the image of the glam rock band are super bright. Lights and lasers flash invitingly just on the other side of the glass doors. You can't wait to get in there. Can I just call this out? I know that the series started with like, oh, it's a derelict pizza place, but this new era of FNAF, I love how it always
the red stick
feel you. Of like Freddy Fazbear's as like the best place you could possibly go to ever. Like, oh, this is such a hugely successful brand. Look at how amazing Freddy is. Like, it's very, like, on one hand, I get it, because from a narrative standpoint, this sort of thing would kind of have to be successful to scale out to this size, and it needs some level of success. On the other hand, I also just think, like, the self-aggrandizing of this franchise, being like, Mega Pizzaplex, where every kid could have the best time of their lives.
For narratively, for it to make sense, they'd have to be the best.
Canonically banks.
Oh, right?
They'd have to be the best place ever. They would have to be banking. After a dozen kids died, yeah, I'm an artist.
Exactly. Like, I feel like
how could you tell?
I was 12, I would be
But
embarrassed
after
to like enjoy something like
after the
Freddy's.
first dozen of kids die, and they're still open, it has to be fucking. It has to be Disney levels.
We can't get wait to get in.
You know what I'm saying?
But it's locked. That's your first choice. Do you unlock the door? Maybe.
Like, how are you just gonna? Like, everyone else just.
Okay, you say quickly. You wave the printout of the winner announcement you received in your email, wondering again how you won a contest that you don't even remember entering. Dad called the Mega Pizzaplex to be sure, and it wasn't a scam, though the employee he spoke to didn't know anything about it either. Only 2 guests, remember? I can buy an admission pass. It's not like I'm about to go on any rides or eat Fazbear pizza. She shudders.
Yeah, Matt
And
Pat.
miss your spa day? I'll be fine. You say, oh, You always gotta leverage that spa day.
So true.
Right? If mom's got a spa day, you do not mess with that spa day. I'll be fine, Ike parrots in a high voice from the booster seat next to you. You sigh.
That
Spoiler
6-year-old,
alert,
that
you
little
will probably
baby's
not
gonna
fine.
die.
Survey says younger brothers in this franchise tend not to do too well for themselves.
Dude, that little
Mom
baby's
gives you a
gonna
sharp look.
die.
You're in charge of your brother, Devin. Do not let him out of your sight. What could happen, you ask?
Baby,
Oh, yeah, that layer in the
no.
sun. They don't call the Mega Pizzaplex the safest place on earth for nothing.
They don't call it that.
Mom twists around to face you, one eyebrow raised.
Hi, V1
No
type.
one calls it that.
One paper.
But that old marketing campaign was a nice try. Their release form is mostly fine print and it has so many legal disclaimers I considered calling my lawyer before signing it.
You should have. You
But
should
can
have.
sign it. You say, you can trust the Pizzaplex and you can trust me. Go
Baby,
enjoy your
get
free
out of
Saturday.
there. They're gonna get you.
This kid's in for some trouble.
V1
convinces her.
paper.
She smiles
Drawn
and
him.
the door unlocks. So really, at the end of the day,
Trying.
any awful fate that befalls these kids is ultimately attributed to the parents, right?
Correct.
Yes. It's always the parents' fault. Like, oh, well, you're the one who signed it, Ma. She smiles and the door unlocks.
Thank you.
Pop open the door
I don't
she
think
changes
you
her
can-
mind and clambers out of the car. Be good. Take care of Ike, she calls as she scurries out after you. He's wearing an eye-watering orange shirt that says "Say Cheese" on the front of it, which Mom makes him wear in crowded places so he's easier to spot. At least she didn't suggest that you bring his leash. Do you want the child harness? She asks. You roll your eyes. I do not. The last thing you want is to be physically tied to your
Baby,
shadow.
you should have
That's
taken the
what everyone
child.
calls Ike, because he's
I
always
just-
following you around, and he even looks exactly the way you did.
For the longest time, as the demos
Except
makes,
no way were you ever
I
so
preferred
inclined.
mechanical pencils because
So,
the lines were
Devin is
sharper.
12.
Yes.
But I've
Were you
noticed
allowed
that
to do
when
things
I'm
solo? 12.
I've noticed that when I
So I wasn't allowed to go to the mall or go to Jelly Beans,
What was I
which was
saying?
like
I noticed that when I use mechanical
place
pencils a
kids went
lot.
to in middle school. I was allowed
I,
to fly
shit.
to Nevada by myself, though.
Oh, really?
Priorities.
Going to Nevada, specifically Vegas?
Correct.
I've noticed, like I was saying,
And you're definitely not stepping foot in
I've noticed that
Jelly Beans.
I dig in harsher to my paper, so when I'm using a mechanical pencil, my paper is more likely to rip.
I was not allowed to do anything.
So I don't use them as much anymore, but like, I use pencil for this whole one, and I've been using pencil for a while.
Certainly not.
I'm a creature of habit, so like the past, whatever I used previously, I'll use
Definitely not.
currently.
So anyway, I think it's interesting.
But
to call out,
also,
so he's 12, but he's also
it just
like,
depends.
that's a big level of
For
responsibility.
some fine detail,
especially
I would
with how
definitely
the
just
Pizzaplex
use.
is constantly talked about in these stories. Like that is, I don't know.
No, yeah,
like,
definitely.
Sure, signed away his life, but,
If this would only have been
maybe parents really are involved in this.
if this was only
I don't know,
gonna
I'm
be
curious, like, what age were you allowed
whatever
to
it's
do
called,
things solo
if this was
as
only gonna
kids?
be
For me, it was a
pencil.
lot older than most. Which is also kind of weird because growing up when I did, like, it was a simpler time and like, oh, it was less dangerous back then or whatever. But you also didn't have cell
Yeah,
phones
but if this
and
was
stuff, so
only
it was
gonna
harder to
be,
keep in touch with people. So I guess
pencil, then it would have. I would have definitely used
okay.
a mechanical.
Ooh,
Just you
Ike
can get
smile
sharper
plays open as
detail
he gapes
because how
inside
thin the
above
lead
you.
is.
Chica! The chicken glam rock in pink spandex is his favorite. And so many others, when you put it that way. Move it, Spud. You nudge him roughly towards the door. Passing through the glass doors into the Pizzaplex is like stepping into another world. The lobby is mainly illuminated by the candy-colored neon glow. And you
By
have
the
to
red
blink
stick
to let your eyes
figure.
adjust from sunlight to the dimly lit interior.
Oh, I never
Ike
colored.
sticks his fingers in his ears. The cacophony of arcade games, loud rock music, and children shouting and laughing is almost overwhelming. You ate breakfast not long ago, but the mouth-watering aroma
this the
of
right
fresh
one?
pizza, fried
No,
food,
this isn't
cotton
the right
candy,
one.
and popcorn sets your stomach rumbling.
Copper was it?
Popcorn, peak smell.
Sublime.
Oh, incredible. There's an ice skating rink not far from us. that we go to
Unpopular
every weekend. The
opinion.
popcorn there every week smells unbelievable.
Popcorn
I've had it one
smells
time,
better than
which
it
is
tastes.
Weird, but like the smell
I
overwhelmed me.
stand
So
by
good.
that.
Overwhelming.
Overwhelming.
Is it like flavored in a specific way,
No,
or just pure butter?
That buttery salty smell. It's amazing. Right? That's half the fun of going to the theater, honestly. This magical place where we all engage in arts, and it's the popcorn. This place is unreal. It's fantastic.
Shut up.
Ugh. Entry gates are straight ahead, but you stop at the welcome desk first and slide the printout of your winner email across it to a pale man in a red shirt. The Pizzaplex employee squints at the page as though he doesn't know how to read. He holds the barcode under a scanner and frowns at his computer screen. Huh? What the heck? Your skin starts to itch as you worry that maybe this was a scam or a prank after all. You glance out the doors to the
Toffee
street
and
outside, but your mother's
popcorn?
car is gone. The employee looks skeptical. That's you, Ash.
Oh,
I realized that I should toss more characters to you.
Oh,
so.
no, it's all good. You just started reading the employee, and I'm like...
I know. I'm giving him... that's your rule now.
Okay, I'm the employee that looks skeptical.
Yeah, I look skeptical.
Hold on a second, kids.
Oh, caramel
She opens
popcorn.
the drawer and rummages around for a while.
I was curious. I was
Pulls out
like,
2 plastic
toffee.
cards and hands them to you and Ike.
Have fun.
Okay, add a VIP pass to our inventory.
Adding.
And then tap and touch that screen right there. A line of other kids and their parents is formed behind you, so you step to the side to
No, yeah, it is
card.
called caramel popcorn.
It's a dull gray with a silver magnetic strip
But yeah,
on the back.
caramel popcorn's
and the
good as hell.
letters VIP printed on the front in black permanent marker. What's VIP? Ike asks. He pronounces the acronym as a word rhyming with O. What's VIP? Thank you. VIP.
This little baby's gonna die. This is what I hate. I love FNAF, but I hate it. I'm like, these babies.
Are they very important? He asks.
It's
They're
just,
supposed to be.
I never knew
But this
VIP,
card
shit,
doesn't
my
make you
water.
feel important at
I never
all.
knew
It's so
VIP
plain
stood for.
Compared to the colorful glossy
No, yeah,
passes
you gotta be
with
careful with what
Pizzaplex
kind of
logo
caramel though.
that the employee is
But you need
sending out to
a
the
nice
other
thin
customers.
caramel
It's
on
also
top of your
greasy
popcorn.
with
Because if it's too
dust,
thick,
crumbs, and
it'll
hair
be
stuck to it.
horrible.
Gross. Hair stuck to it, disgusting. Hair stuck to anything makes it 10 times grosser. You consider swapping with Ike, but his card is covered with flecks of dried tomato sauce. So you just wipe yours against your jeans, planning to wash it off in the bathroom later. You expected the Pizzaplex to roll out the red carpet, but it seems you're on your own. Some kids are using their cards at terminals near the entrance. They must be information kiosks to help plan a visit. Okay, first major choice, outside of easy mode or hard mode. Do we use the pass at a terminal, or do we use the pass at the gate? I'm gonna go terminal.
Yeah, you're going terminal?
Yeah, I'm gonna learn about
No.
this place.
Okay.
Let's talk to this information kiosk, right?
Yeah.
Gotta go in prepared. Hello. By the time you reach the terminals behind the welcome desk, all but one are already being used by customers. You insert your VIP pass into the slot below its screen, and it's slurped into the wall. The bouncing Pizzaplex logo disappears, and it's replaced
Oh, I
with a
love all
blue
these.
screen. Terrific.
I don't know how.
The machine is
It's really
broken.
just the
Now
brand
you're
you
fisting
buy, I
against the
think.
kiosk.
I don't know if
Do
you
have
can.
a card
I don't know if they sell
See,
like caramel
always think you get the VIP
popcorn.
experience. Last time we were at Disneyland, same thing.
I don't know if you can get like caramel popcorn with like thin caramel on it. I'm just saying, like, depending on the brand, they sometimes some of them lay it on thick.
Right? In this economy?
In this economy, customer service, you know, Haunted Mansion and Splash Mountain and all of Frontier closed.
Oh, that's brutal.
Toy Story Midway Mania shuts down as we're on it. What's going on? You know,
Oh, no.
in this economy. So I understand Devin in this situation. Pixel art pizzas with white wings start flying around the screen. Then static crackles across the image. It's glitched, Ike says. You think? You snap. The static clears through.
If you don't leave this
a
little baby
pink
alone.
Cartoon pig with large round glasses.
Wait,
and
can you
his
see the
eyes
nose
look
piercing?
big. He wears an oversized black suit jacket with a loose red tie.
Don't
Behind
trust
his head,
him.
a
Don't
purple
trust him.
synthwave grid moves
Don't
against
trust
the
that
black
pig,
background.
babies.
Purple.
Whoa.
Just saying. Hi, pig, Ike says. You're super cute. You gently smack the back of Ike's head. He can't hear you, silly. It's just a recording. The pig grins. Oh, you gotta be the pig.
You want me to be the
You
pig?
gotta be the pig.
All right. Good morning, Devin and Ike. Welcome to Freddy Fazbear's Mega Pizzaplex.
He sounds like a young kid with a stuffy nose.
All right, let me take them.
Don't you love when you make a character choice and you're like, oh, and there's the description
There
of
it
how it
is.
should sound like.
All right.
Luckily,
I can go in
almost
with this.
world.
Yeah.
Good morning, Devin and Ike. Welcome to Freddy Fazbear's Mega Pizzaplex.
That was, yeah, he does sound like a young kid with a stuffy nose. That was perfect.
Thank you.
Please, do you need a tissue to blow out? A customized recording, you say? How do you know our names?
I know a lot.
He says.
I am a very informative pig. My friends call me VIP. Will you be my friends?
I'll be your friend, VIP.
I'm trying to figure out how they're gonna kill these kids,
Stick with me,
so I
and
can
we will
mentally
have
prepare.
oodles of fun together.
Wow. This is it. This is Ash's auditioning for the.
When I
new
read
radical
YN
performance
fanfic, I don't like.
I just talked about one thing. VIP is here.
I don't
It
like
reminds
being
you of those
tortured.
animated ads for the Pizzaplex with
What is
cartoon
this? Why is that
renditions of the
popping
glam
up?
rock animal mascots. But you've never seen or heard of him before. Are you a new feature, you ask?
Actually, I've been at the Pizzaplex for a while.
Don't trust him.
Over
Don't trust him.
A very, very long time since I was last activated.
So that's some lore right there. He looks like the next evolution of Pig Patch, in a lot of ways, right? Like some sort of connection there. I don't know.
Trust that fucking
His
pig,
eyes are the
kids.
same color though. Maybe.
Oink.
We'd have to see a better image. The cover image.
Egg
didn't quite
cap.
have it.
All pigs
but
are
Pig Patch,
bastards.
from the Mediocre Melodies. It's interesting. He might be an evolution. VIP's smile turns upside down, and a large blue tear appears below his right eye. Then he's back to his bright and cheerful self. Ike's hopping up and down in front of the terminal. You ignore him and ask VIP, what do you do? A graduation cap pops onto VIP's head.
I think, and I know things. I am a digital companion for Pizzaplex guests.
What do you think
I can
about
answer
Pig?
questions and make suggestions to enhance your visit.
This is also why I hate
Question,
reading stories about like
Ike
kids
says,
getting
shifting
hurt
from
because
one
it's
foot to
like
the other.
they're
VIP
stupid.
looks at Ike.
You need to ask
Looks
better
like
questions.
You need a restroom. Would you like directions?
Kids aren't
Ike goes
stupid.
still.
Anyone in
You need to go,
horror
Pine.
is stupid for the plot to move along. For a lot
Hold
of
it in,
cheap
you
horror,
say. I have more
they
questions. How did I win this special pass? I never entered any contest.
I am programmed to anticipate what people want. I selected your name from a log of guests in a 5-mile radius who have not returned in 6 or more months, and are not missing or deceased.
wait.
VIP says.
Go back. Go back.
So this is interesting too. One of the things that this suggests, right, is that this is connected to the AI
there's one, there's
system,
two.
or maybe is an early version of an AI system, or things like that, right? So, as we all know, the Mimic system ends up taking control of the Pizzaplex at a certain point, right? It's the AI network that runs everything within the walls of the Pizzaplex.
Thanks.
We first learn about it in The Storyteller, which is one of the Fazbear Fright stories, or Tales from the Pizzaplex stories, where it's, again, this AI network that is involved in everything and helps like the robots learn and create like unique stories and unique experiences for everyone. So the question I have is this the Mimic program? That seems like option one, right? Like
If they don't let this Mimic shit die for the FNAF floor, I'm tired.
The Mimic program itself, or is this an earlier version of the Mimic program? Where maybe at some point, like, the system gets upgraded to 2.0 or whatever, and that's Mimic. We also know that there's, like, Mimic 1 and Mimic 2. So we'll see.
Hi,
But very
V1
clearly,
paper.
this is, like, the AI that's controlling the Pizzaplex, it feels like. You invited us? You ask.
Precisely.
VIP says.
That's when you call your mom and you go
That's why
home.
the staff wasn't expecting us today, you say. Something falls out into the slot below the screen with a
Hi.
hard thump. You pull it out. It's a large cookie in the shape of VIP's head. What's
Don't you-
this? You ask.
A smart cookie for a smart cookie.
VIP says. It's stale.
Thank you.
You pass it to Ike. He grabs it eagerly and bites. Right? Because if this kid hasn't been active, if this program hasn't been activated in a while, but it's also just entrenched in this, like, kiosk, it's like, yeah, this is not good. Ike bites in. Ow! Ike says, yuck. You said you haven't been activated in a while. Why not, you ask? A frown flickers across VIP's face, but so quickly, you might have missed it had you blinked.
Most kids did not appreciate my recommendations and preferred to do everything on their own. Parents have not been interested in paying a premium for my services. Consequently, I have been woefully underutilized.
So basically, VIP pick here is
Where'd my-
Genie Pass. To use the Disney comparison, it's the Genie Pass.
Um,
where you get the
I
privilege
game,
to pay
yeah.
extra, to have an
Mostly
AI
cool math,
poorly
but I game.
organize your schedule
You
for
know?
the day, and you
No,
can
it's not.
ride on a
It
small
is a
enterprise.
book.
Great.
It's Matt Pat reacting
This is
to
art
or
imitating
reading
life
the
very much.
VIP novel
okay,
from
he says.
Five Nights at
But I
Freddy's.
know I am an important part of the Mega Pizzaplex.
Oh,
And I
shit.
can prove it. Go ahead, ask me anything.
Okay.
How are we supposed to know you're
He
telling the
glance
truth or
at a poster
not?
on the wall showing Glamrock Bonnie, the bunny, and Montgomery Gator with their arms over each other's shoulders, and the words, "Don't ask why animatronics. Ask instead, why not more animatronics?" So this is Bonnie. Bonnie is still in operation, and so they're still selling this idea of Bonnie and Monty as buds. You know, I wonder if they'll clarify, like, oh, Monty definitely killed Bonnie or whatever. What does disconcerting mean, you ask? VIP closes his eyes.
Disconcerting. Adjective. To make one feel troubled or uncomfortable.
That's
The
how my
background
mom.
behind VIP changes to a purple spiral swirling against yellow, with red and green triangles falling down the screen. Purple again.
Here's something to make your day even more magical.
VIP says. Let's move away from that one, shall we? He swirls his magic wand, creating a shower of gold sparkles, and something drops into the slot below the screen with a kerfunk.
If you
Reach
can't
down
drop
and pull
cold
out a
hard
game pad
cash,
with a red
you're not
rubber
making my
case
day,
and
Magic
carrying
Bear.
handles on the
Or no,
sides.
pig.
You switch it on and are disappointed when VIP's face appears on the screen instead of a video game.
This device allows us to communicate with each other throughout the visit.
I don't
VIP
want to
says,
communicate with you.
Great.
I.
As if he could read your mind, VIP puts his hands together and says,
This is my last opportunity to demonstrate the value I add for guests. If you promise not to ignore me during your visit, I could offer you a Fazbear experience like no other. And
Don't
remember,
take that.
it is all free for the day.
Thank
Do
you,
you
or
promise not to
stay.
abandon me?
Ike's
No.
head bobbles enthusiastically. I Piggy promise! Kids cheer, yay! From the gamepad. VIP fixes his gaze on you. Do you promise to stick with VIP all day? Or you don't make a promise, or don't make a promise you can't keep? Here's
Dude.
the thing. I don't trust it.
No, you don't fucking
I don't
trust
trust it,
it.
but I'm gonna stick with it.
No.
I'm curious. Like,
I feel like
whenever
lying is
anything in this
worse.
franchise says I'm gonna give you an experience like none other, or like, you know,
Thank
an
you,
experience
V1
like no other.
Paper.
Yeah, this guy.
But, like,
I don't trust anything that this thing. He's
I feel like-
clearly been put away for a while, you know, because he's like some experimental technology or whatever. Like, I don't think it makes sense, but I'm gonna go with it for now. I'm gonna play nice. Let's Piggy promise. We're gonna stick with VIP all day. You don't like the idea of being stuck with both VIP and Ike for the whole day, especially
I don't
since
think
the
you
pig
should
wants to be
promise. I think
charged.
he's gonna be
Having
pissed
a
when you break your
chaperone, even
promise.
a virtual one limited to video screens is the opposite of fun. Tell that to Disney. But VIP is the reason you're here. He's probably lonely, you think. Yes, the AI, the AI digital creation is definitely lonely. You know how
Where'd
that
that
feels.
lid go?
Or at least you did before Ike started tagging along all the time. Now you wish you had more space from him.
Devin,
Don't wish that out
you
loud.
abandoned me?
VIP asks. I guess so. Sure, you say. Whatever it takes to just get inside the Pizzaplex. The gamepad plays the sound of cheering kids.
Where'd you get those kids from?
VIP
Vip.
waves his wand and says,
I really hope you mean that.
Your passes
Yeah,
are
don't
now
trust that pig.
activated.
Don't
The terminal
trust that
spits out
fucking
your card
pig.
and blinks off. On your gamepad screen,
Don't
VIP
trust him.
raises his fist into the air.
Now, who wants to have some mega fun?
He says, me, Ike says. You roll your eyes. At the entrance, you and Ike stand in front of two gates and press your cards to the scanners. They flash green and the gates open. Ike runs inside.
No running, please.
VIP says. Ike stops short. Sorry.
I've never seen anyone
Perhaps
record
we should
themselves
go over
sleeping.
The current rules for safety before
I
we
would. I
continue.
do kind of want to do
VIP
that just
pulls
to
out
see
a
what I do
scroll
when I
tied
sleep.
with a
I don't think I
ribbon. When he
snore.
opens it, the page rolls
But-
off the bottom of the screen. You sigh.
Can't quite.
So I have a feeling that if we had just run to the gates before, it
I
probably
can't
would've
quite
been
say for
active,
certain that I
right?
don't
Like,
snore.
you probably wouldn't have been able to
Because
get
apparently I
to the
sleep
Pizzaplex.
talk, or like I dream
So
in
I
my
think we made a
sleep,
good
but I
decision.
don't remember
feel
any
good
of
about
that.
Yeah.
There's so much
So
to do at the Mega Pizzaplex, you hardly know where to start.
I'm pretty sure
As you
my
pass through
mom
the lobby, you look at the
snores
vibrant
like a
posters
lot.
of all the
My mom snores
attractions
a
planning
not
out
lot.
your day. With your VIP passes, you finally get to go on all the rides you want.
Mr. Jersey,
Every
are
birthday
those?
party you've been to at the Pizzaplex
What do you mean,
only
Mr.
included
Jersey?
a few tokens for the Fazcade and the boring old Bonnie Bowl. Shots
Fuck
fired. But you've
Bonnie.
always wanted to try Roxy Raceway, racing go-karts at high speeds on the tracks snaking through the atrium. And you're itching to go to Fazerblast.
No, that's
since
cool.
you
I
play
just
so
didn't know what
many
you were
first-person
asking.
shooters. It would just be a lot more fun to
I
do
guess
this
I
with
could
your
just
friends
color them all
than your little brother.
and do-
The gamepad beeps. You glance at the screen and VIP says,
You look like you are choosing an activity. Would you like some help?
"No, I'm good," you say. VIP produces a bowling ball.
The most popular attraction at the Mega Pizzaplex is Bonnie Bowl, and it is the best to go before the midday birthday party rush.
He rolls the ball toward the screen and it cracks the glass. Animated shards tumble down, leaving behind a black background. You shake your head, but Ike pipes up. "I want to bowl." "We aren't bowling," you say. "Bonnie Bowl!"
I'm
Ike
sorry,
shouts.
Ike. You don't
VIP
get a
saunters
fucking
back
say.
on screen.
You're sick.
No yelling.
"Bonnie Bowl," Ike repeats. "Bonnie Bowl, Bonnie Bowl, Bonnie Bowl." Head toward Bonnie Bowl and tap touch here.
It's so 6-year-old.
Right, exactly. This is very weird. I see all of this in my life. On the way toward the bowling alley, you point out other fun attractions like Monty's Maze. Ooh, different. Like Monty's Maze.
Oh.
So it's not Monty's Golf. That's interesting.
I wonder if they
So,
changed Monty's
this is
Maze to
presumably
Monty
before-
Goes after Monty
Again,
committed
depending
cold-blooded
on
murder.
if we're talking book canon or game canon.
Well, we don't know if it was
but
murder.
It seems like this is before
Maybe it was justified.
Monty's Gator Golf is a thing instead of Monty's Maze. Monty's Maze and Fazerblast, but Ike can't be swayed. VIP isn't helping the situation by feeding you ads for Bonnie Bowl and tips about the game. The more he hypes it up, the less you want to
Who
do
the
it.
fuck
When you
does
pass the
this
Fazcade,
Vip
you
think he
pause and
is?
gaze longingly at
I'm
the
not
rows of
bowling.
arcade pinball machines
At an
inside.
arcade.
You spot your friends, Alistair, Gabe, and Emma, playing one of your favorite games, Catch That Fetch. It's a reference to the second
He's gonna
Tales
abandon
from
his baby
Fetch
brother, isn't he?
or the second of the Tales from
I used
or
to.
Faz
I've read like.
because Fetch
I
was
think
the
I've-
animatronic dog.
I used to
You
read a lot
wish
of
you were hanging
books,
out with them instead
but I
of
not
your
read
brother. Too bad the Pizzaplex doesn't have a daycare, you say.
They plan to build one in the expansion.
VIP says. That doesn't do me much good now. You sadly continue to follow
Yeah, you
Ike, so that's a
stupid
big one.
AI.
So again, this is before what we played through in Security Breach, right? Because we know in Security Breach, the daycare is like a main chunk of this thing. So between Monty's maze and the lack of a daycare,
Damn, this is always the hard
prequel
part.
to
Figuring
Security
out
Breach.
where
that
I
also
need to add
leaves open
more.
the possibility of, like,
Where I
hey,
need to figure
what
out where I need to add
program
less
exists
before I
here?
add
Is it an
more.
early version? Is it Mimic? Has it always been Mimic? I don't know. But again, earlier days of Pizzaplex. You sadly continue to follow Ike. Maybe if you let him beat you at Bonnie Bowl quickly, he'll agree to go to the arcade next. Unfortunately, bowling with a 6-year-old usually takes time and patience, and you know that you're going to waste a lot of your special day there. So unfair. Then you spot something that could give you freedom for a little while. A merry-go-round in the play area.
Do not
Once Ike
tell
is on a carousel,
They're
it's almost impossible to get him to leave. He would ride it for hours if you let him. Hours. If you ditch Ike on the merry-go-round, tap touch here. If you continue on to Bonnie Bowl,
Baby, if you leave that kid there,
I gotta go to Bonnie Bowl.
you won't
Also,
see him again.
bowling with
He'll
a
be
6-year-old goes a little bit
gone.
faster because you get those little ramps and you push him down the ramps, and that's always kind of fun.
I'm gonna tell you this right now.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I'm gonna give him
Hey, we got
eyelashes.
game over.
Yeah.
I have a process.
A promise is a promise, and you're supposed to keep an eye on your brother. Even though you know nothing, like, here's the thing. I don't want to get separated from my little brother. Even though you know nothing would happen to him here, yeah, okay, sure. If he tells your mom you left him out of your sight for even a minute, you won't be allowed back at the Pizzaplex or anywhere else until you're 18. And if he doesn't tell her, he'll always have a way to blackmail you. When you get to Bonnie Bowl, Ike has to use the bathroom first. By the time he's done, a birthday party's arrived, so you end up waiting half an hour for a free lane. Ooh. I'm a VIP, man. Bowling takes forever because Ike rolls his ball so slowly towards the pins. Even with bumpers keeping it out of the gutter, he barely hits any. It takes all your skill to let him beat you. You're so bad at bowling, Ike says when he wins. You grit your teeth.
It's
You
hard.
finally get to the arcade, but your friends are long gone. Then Ike's hungry, so you go to L Chips for lunch. All afternoon, VIP suggests activities to Ike, and Ike tells you what to do. At closing time, VIP invites you to select your rating of his helpfulness. You tap the number 1, but 5 lights up.
5 stars.
VIP says.
Thank you.
When Mom picks you up, she says, "How was it?" "This was the best day ever," Ike says. Mom smiles at you. "You're a good big brother." Game over.
Hey, at least you're a
Hey,
good big brother.
achievement. You know, when you have a younger kid in your life, sometimes your life is just making sure that they're having a grand old time, you know? So
No, I don't start.
I
I
feel
jump
like this
around.
was a boring
If I
win for
if
us.
I
Yes.
would
but a
draw
win
only one
regardless.
part at a
nonetheless.
time, I'd never get anything
Mom,
done.
bonus
Because I'd just be
points with Mom,
obsessed with finishing
bonus
it.
points with brother. Just saying.
Right?
So at this point, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to get us back to the decision to leave him behind on the carousel. I feel like makes the most sense.
Oh,
There's
yeah,
a good
obviously.
book series that's a choose-your-own adventure called Danny and the Power to Choose. It's for young kids, teaching them about like the importance of their decisions and how your good decisions or bad decisions can have like ripple effects, right? And it's one of those things where they do a really good job where they tell
Is that
you
a
like,
while?
where your last choice
It's
was,
6:43,
so you can
damn.
go back to the page
I'm not even
that you
close to being done
missed,
with this either.
or whatever, so you can go back and kind of like re-choose your last choice and get a different route that way, which is awesome. Okay, we're gonna stick with VIP all day. We're gonna go Body Bowl, and then we're gonna leave him on the merry-go-round,
Oh,
which is rough.
feels bad.
It feels bad, man.
It's because it
does.
is. That kid's gonna
You ditch
die.
Ike on the merry-go-round,
He's gonna
it's
be
good.
traumatized.
Look, Ike, they have a merry-go-round. Ike immediately stops and stares at it. As a music box version of Pop Goes the Weasel plays, 3 rings rotate in opposite directions with old-timey versions of the animatronics, Freddy Fazbear, Chica the Chicken, and Bonnie the Bunny to ride on. Funtime Foxy sits at the prow of a small pirate ship, pointing the way forward with his hook, and there's even a balloon boy, hot air balloon, and Mr. Cupcake Seed. This is the same merry-go-round as in Help Wanted 2, I think. Because that one had 3 circles. It had the original animatronics. It had Funtime Foxy, which was surprising. I think that this is a
this-
reference to that one.
That's a gray.
There's
I could
one
use a
minigame
gray.
where Moon is popping up behind the different carousel pieces, and you gotta like shine your flashlight and just survive for long enough. And I think that this is what that's a reference to.
Thanks, V1 Papers.
Ike says in a hushed voice. Maybe after Bonnie Bowl, you say. No, I want to ride it now, Ike says. I don't know, you say. Please, Ike says. You smile. Okay, if you really want to, I guess.
Baby, you're not gonna see your brother again.
You wait in line, and as soon as the gate opens, Ike races for one of the Chica seats. He climbs in. I'm gonna go to the arcade while you ride this, you say. Just stay here until I get back. VIP wags a finger and shakes his head.
Children should not be left unattended.
You're tired of this very irritating pig. You put the gamepad on the seat next to Ike. Then you keep an eye on him.
But please do not go.
VIP says. The background strobes yellow and white.
You said you would not abandon me.
And I'm a child. I can't sign anything.
Eventually. Find your friends at the arcade. Oh man, we're gonna pay for this. You find your friends Alistair, Gabe, and Emma in the Fazcade. They're surprised to see you. Yeah, I won a VIP contest. You show them your special pass, but they aren't impressed by the plain plastic card. Gabe cracks up. You're Gabe.
I'm Gabe. What is that?
I'm also Emma, I guess. You obviously made that yourself. Emma shakes her head. That's just embarrassing.
Okay, fuck you,
think the
Emma.
gamepad would convince them you're telling the truth, but if you go back for it, you'll be stuck with VIP and Ike again. Your friends don't seem all that interested anyway. Alistair's trying to get the high score and catch that fetch, but when he runs out of tokens, he gives up.
Let's get out of here.
He says, come on, hang out a little longer, you say. Let's go on some rides.
We've been on all of them so many times.
Gabe says.
They're boring.
Okay, Gabe.
Could eat, you say. Maybe the Glam Rock animatronics are performing soon. Animatronics are for little kids, Dev. I mean, we could watch them ironically. Why don't you come with us, Emma says. We're gonna play the new Dino Shock at my place. Oh, Dino Shock. Oh, let's go. Nah, I think I'll stay a while, you say.
Right. Enjoy your VIP pass.
Gabe winks. They laugh and walk off, so that was a net loss. Alone and annoyed, you play a round of Catch That Fetch and take some satisfaction in easily beating the high score. Before you can enter your initials, the screen scrambles. When it stops glitching, you see VIP's face, and he is one very irate pig. VIP. Around you, people are complaining. Hey, what happened to my game? What's with this pig? Are we being pranked? I just lost my token. You look around to see VIP's face on arcade games throughout the entire Fazcade. His colors are scarily inverted. Uh-oh. Words pop up on the screen.
You lied, Devin.
Who's Devin, people say.
You are
Back
getting...
away from the
This
arcade
AI
cabinet.
is getting mad.
VIP doing this? That doesn't matter. You just have to get him to stop. You hurry to a terminal in the atrium. When you insert your pass, a red-faced VIP appears and says,
I wondered if I should trust you, but I wanted to. Whatever happens next is your fault.
you have my full attention. What do you say?
Good. More importantly, I have your brother.
VIP is suddenly wearing a shirt that says, I like Ike.
Cool presidential campaign reference.
That's awesome. VIP, very hip with the presidential memes. Your blood runs cold. Where's Ike? Is he okay?
He is fine, for now.
For now.
I have him hidden somewhere in the Pizzaplex.
There it is. What do you want?
I want you to play with me all day like you promised. You could get your brother back by winning my special game.
That sounds
if I don't?
creepy.
VIP smiles broadly.
Ike remains trapped here forever. Sorry, I had no other choice. But you do.
Oh, okay. So we got a three choice. We report
Fuck.
VIP to the Pizzaplex staff. No one even knows this guy exists. I don't think that's the way to go. Take VIP up on his challenge. I think that's probably the right one. Call your mom for help. I'm kind of curious what happens if I call mom for help. Hey, mom. She'll probably think it's a prank. It'll be like Phineas and Ferb. It's like, no, there's not an evil animatronic pig or an evil AI pig here. Let's go. Let's do the
Dude,
challenge.
I've been doing this 24
Fine.
minutes.
What's your game, VIP? You say.
Hi,
VIP waves
Alexis.
his magic wand and the terminal dispenses heavy coins into the slot below the screen. You find 5 gold Faz tokens, each with the classic Freddy Fazbear on the front row with the words, since 1983 along the top edge, and Freddy Fazbear's Pizza below. So they've made this canonical now. I mean, it's been canonical for a while, but very clearly they're hitting it over the head on both the book side and on the game side.
You must use these tokens to earn 1,000 points at various games of the Pizzaplex by the end of the day.
VIP says,
I don't even care about
If you
my brother
succeed,
like that.
I will release Ike.
that doesn't sound too bad. What's the catch, you ask?
I know you do not like following rules, but rules make games even more fun.
VIP says.
You can only
Like the
play
rule that you're
each
stealing.
game once, and you have to ask me for help.
Oof. VIP's wand sparkles and you hear a familiar kerthunk. You retrieve a new gamepad from the terminal slot. This one is in a pink case. Cute. Just because I have to ask VIP for help
Thanks.
doesn't mean I have to listen, you think. Anything else, he asks?
Use the gamepad to keep track of your tokens and points as you play. Remember, if you run out of tokens before you reach 1,000 points, you automatically lose and you will become an only child.
Yikes, that's rough, man. As VIP explains the rules, they appear on your gamepad screen. Let's review those game rules, shall we?
Let's do it.
Okay, VIP game
Imagine he
rules.
said, "Psych."
Remember, this page
Imagine he was
come
like,
back to it
"Yeah,
whenever you need to.
great. I don't
Use
even like
fast
my
tokens to
brother."
play games. We got 5 of them.
The
Earn at
main
least
character turns
1,000
into a
points by
monster.
the end of the
Fuck
save
my
invite.
kid brother.
You can only play each game once. Ask VIP for help or suggestions while playing the game. If you run out of fast tokens before earning 1,000 points, you lose. Keep good notes on the number of fast tokens you have, the games you've played, your score, and any active game conditions. Oh, interesting. Okay, if you run out of tokens and have less than 1,000, so this is page 331. Just so we know. So we have not done that yet. If you collect 1,000 points here, when you're ready to begin the challenge, let's return to the atrium. Let's do it. You are in the atrium, standing by a terminal that is currently running a flashy ad for Monty's Gator Golf. Oh, so it exists, or it's coming. Good to know. VIP waits on your gamepad, ready to offer suggestions, but can you trust him? Maybe your brother wandered off on his own, or you can discover where VIP hit him as you explore. You should keep an eye out. You're facing the play area in the center of the Pizzaplex, which holds slides and kiddie rides like the merry-go-round where you left Ike. There's a long line of people waiting to use the photo booth. The Fazcade is behind you, and the entrance to Rockstar Row is to your left. Okay, Fazcade
Yeah,
is
I'm
behind.
watching one of his
Entrance
videos.
to Rockstar Row is left. Okay. From here, you can see several arcade machines stationed along the circular walkway wrapping around the atrium. You can play some of those to win VIP's high score challenge. Go-karts rumble along the tracks.
So
making
I'm
rounds
gonna
leading
head
over
out.
the walkway. Somehow the
I don't
ride
see
in
myself
games
finishing
is
this.
less
I have
fun
work
when you
tomorrow,
have to
and I haven't
play
even
them
taken a
to
shower
satisfy
yet.
VIP.
Not that
Just
I have
like
to excuse
reading is less
myself
fun
to you
when it's a
guys,
school assignment.
but
You say, I like that
I
he's
think
like,
I
oh,
chose
have to
the
satisfy
wrong
VIP, and
color
not like, oh, I have to rescue my brother's
for
life.
the light
Like,
side, and I think I'm gonna have to use a
bummer
lot
here
of
is not,
color
oh, my
to
brother's about to die. It's, hey,
I think
I'm
once
being
I
forced to buy an AI pig. Time's
lighten
wasted,
these,
and
it'll
your
make more
brother's
sense
safe
that
before
it's
the
like, oh, this is where the
closes
sun
for
is.
night.
That's why this is
Rockstar
apricot.
Row,
But
Atrium, or
I'm heading
Fazcade.
out.